Hi guys, back today with a project share video. This is for a project that I joined over at Creating the Crafty Life, and it was a winter canvas swap. It was sparkle and snow, and I hosted it, and my partner was Lisa, and this is the canvas that I created for her. Now with this canvas, I did a lot more mixed media than I think I ever have in my whole life, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I started with a blank canvas, and I used some modeling paste and some pink iridescent paint. However, when I mixed it with the modeling paste, it made it pink, but it did not actually have any sparkle or iridescent. So what I did was I actually had I cut my own stencil, and this was the handmade stencil that I used, and it's not super clean. I tried to clean it off, but that's the stencil, and it was just a cut on my silhouette. And so then I used that with the modeling paste, and once I had done that, I took I did that to the whole canvas, not just to the sides. I took some iridescent Martha Stewart crystal fine glitter, and just sprinkled it over top into the modeling paste itself. And so where it wasn't completely dry, it stayed. And it does come off just a tiny bit, but most of it has stayed. Once that was done, I added some pattern paper, and it is from the Sugar Blush collection, and it is the Recollections from Michaels. And so what I did is I used two different pattern papers, and I kind of matted them. And I broke out my sewing machine, which I haven't done in a very long time. And I sewed around the edges. Now this larger piece, I used a zigzag stitch, and I used some silver thread just to give it a little more sparkle. And then on the smaller pieces, and it's pretty much covered up, but on the smaller stitching pieces, I used just a regular straight stitch on that. And then once that was done, I did the same. I inked all the edges with the Distress Oxide Ink Vintage Photo, and then I adhered it to the canvas itself, and then I did some more of the stenciling on top with more of the crystal iridescent glitter. Once I had that done, I created a couple of like little pieces with flowers. Some of the flowers are from my stash, and then some of them are well, they're all from my stash. What am I thinking? The three large pink flowers are from 49th and Market, and then the rest are just some burlap flowers and the iridescent flowers from my stash. There's the little clear acrylic one. On my silhouette, I also created this little icicle border, and I added it here, and I cut it out with some iridescent paper, although then I covered it with the modeling paste, so you can't really tell it was iridescent to begin with. Maybe in parts you can, but then I layered it with some silver paper as well. So it's two layers just to give it a little more sparkle and shine. This is a wooden snowflake from my stash, and I just, again, covered it in the modeling paste and just gave it a bunch of texture. The fern die cuts are just from some pale green paper that I have, and I just put them behind it because I thought it needed a little bit more something. There's a couple of large crystal diamond or plastic or acrylic diamonds glued down, and then just some more flowers from my stash. This paper right here is just a printable that I found online. It was a free printable, and I added some glittered crystal bead paste, I think is what it's called. I can't remember right now. Across the top, and my stencil wasn't down right, so I don't 100% love how this turned out, but it definitely gave it some like sparkle and iciness to it. I do wish that the pattern would have shown up a little bit better, but I think it turned out really pretty. I had some twine from my stash right here, and I just looped it around 3 times and added a bow. And then this is one of the little Christmas word bands from Tim Holtz, and then one of the little white reindeers. I had so much fun with this swap. Like I said, I'm not really super into the mixed media, but I love it when I do it. So I'm slowly getting more into it. But this was just so fun, and I hope that Lisa really likes it. I had so much fun, and she is such a wonderful partner. So I'm gonna get this wrapped up, and I'm gonna send this off to her. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.